Hello and welcome everyone to the fifth match of the Mca T20 Super Series. We're live from the beautiful Biomass Oval. It's such a picturesque ground and it's got that lovely charm even though today we have a slightly overcast condition here. There's been a bit of a rain earlier this morning, but now the stage is still set for what promises to be another cracking contest. Today I bring you once again Malaysia 11 up against Ghani Glass. And history tells us Malaysia has had quite the upper hand here. They've been victorious in every encounter so far. But in cricket, as we know, it's a game of surprises. And Ghani Glass will be desperate to change the narrative today. Shawaz Javed, the Ghani skipper, won the toss and he had elected to bowl first. So that means we'll see Malaysia's batting stance right away. As you can see, they're taking the stand at the moment. And they've been writing quite a script. Especially, I have to mention Virandeep Singh, already with 212 runs in the tournament. He's been the top scorer, and it is as if it is consistency personified. Some of the other names are there as well, who's been telling us a similar sort of a story when it comes to having putting out good performances with the bat. And on the other hand, I have to mention about some of the bowlers as well. Syed Aziz has been the leading wicket taker so far with 8 wickets, but he misses out today. So it's giving the Malaysia 11 a chance to just test out their depth and maybe someone else can stand up to the occasion. So we've already seen a fifer from Akil Wahid, but that's going to be for later because for Ghani Glass, the focus will be on some of their key bowlers, that is Said Ali and Shoaib Akhtar, just to mention a couple because they've been the ones that are making the ball talk. And in the series so far, they've been quite dominant with the ball in hand. Conditions are slightly overcast here, and I think the new ball bowlers will fancy their chances. So, with that, the stage is quite set here, and Malaysia will want to continue their dominance. On the other hand, Ghani Glass will be searching for that first big punch, and especially with the new ball, they'll be looking to get wickets up front. So, buckle up, everyone, because this is going to be an exciting contest of T20 cricket. And earlier on, I think Malaysia will look to get off to a good start and up against Ubaid, who has the new ball in hand. And with that, the umpire has signaled play, and here he runs in for the first ball, cramps him up for room, and just tucks it around the corner on the leg side, picks up a single straight away. He gets off the mark, and that's good to see. That's not allowing the bowler to get a consistent go at him. So Haziq is off the mark already, and his partner at the other end is the very, very dangerous and the prominent squashbuckling opener, Aslam Khan Malik. Aslam Khan has been quite dominant with the bat. It's just his searching for a bit of consistency. Otherwise, we all know how damaging he can really be. He's already hit 7 sixes and he's already gotten a half century. His highest has been 80 in this series. So he'll look to do something similar. On the other hand, he's up against Ubaid, the new ball. He's going to test him slightly, especially because the conditions are going to offer him just that little bit extra swing in the air. As long as he pitches the ball in the right area, he'll be in with a chance. So it is Ali Razak who's done a good job. It's just been a couple of deliveries, but he's showing a sign that he's looking to mix it up slightly and he's looking to be aggressive at the same time. Oh, straight away, that's an interesting looking shot. Just looks to get over the top of the infield here. Never looked to really overhit it. And that is good enough for a couple of runs here. So, interesting choice of shot. We've normally seen how good Aslam Khan is, especially towards the leg side, and especially when he's playing that pull shot, really. But this time he's showing us that he's eager to score on the offside as well, and he's not looking to use his muscle early on here. So that really brings out another dimension to the game, especially early on. Can be quite interesting here because Ali Razak is just looking to pull in that back of a good length area. And I think if he opens up both the angles, giving him quite the chance. Oh, that is much better. This time he gets the connection. The fielder is running for it, but the timing was absolutely spot on. So with that, Aslam Khan gets going here and he picks up the first boundary inside. Look at that. The posture, the balance is phenomenal here. And straight away in the very first over, when he gets a boundary, it's going to give him a lot of confidence as well. This is the way Aslam Khan plays his cricket. He always looked to go for the bowlers immediately from the word go. And I think that's why Malaysia 11 are trying to go on with this kind of a batter right up top. Because if someone like Aslam Khan gets going, the opposition can be found wanting straight away. A good comeback delivery from Ali Razak here. In with a chance, needed a direct hit. Good effort by the wicketkeeper though, but excellent running between the wicket as well. Haziq trusted the call from Aslam and immediately went for it. So good understanding between the two. And in the recent domestic tournaments, we've seen how good Haziq has been as well. He's in good touch, and he's someone who can complement someone like Aslam Khan very well, especially because someone like Haziq relies a lot on timing. He's someone who's pure class, and he is someone who allows himself a little bit of extra time as well. So it's like holding from one end where the other person, his partner, someone like Aslam Khan, really likes to go hard. So it's a good mix of ice and fire up top for Malaysia 11 here. Or short up his delivery, gets into a good position. Haziq is also someone who pulls the ball well, but on that occasion it was slightly cramping him up. So didn't get the timing as well as he would have wanted. In the end, just a single. So first over done, it's 9 without loss. Interesting choice. We can see that it looks like already Ali Hasnan is brought into the attack. So from one end, where the faster bowler has taken the new ball, looks like it is going to be spin from the other. Umpire just having a discussion with the skipper. Perhaps something is not working out, but spin can be quite a risky option against someone like Aslam Khan. He likes to take on the bowlers, and so especially he's very strong towards the leg side. And if the ball is in his zone, he's really going to go after it. Of course, right now it is Haziq who's on strike, but this is an approach that can work either way because once you're trying to take the bowler on in this slightly sluggish outfield, can be quite a good option as well. Let's see how it goes. Here's Ali with the first ball, and he's right on target with the first one. Good start. He needs to be there. Does not want to provide any kind of width because that is when Haziq will like to open his shoulders and perhaps go after it. Oh, that is a very good delivery. Comes in with the arm and follows him. Eventually, it goes towards that leg stump. He wanted to guide it towards the leg side, but eventually was just not getting the connection he wanted. Good start from Ali Hasnan here. This time a little bit of a change of pace, and he pitched it slightly short of a good length. We can see that the pitch is not really offering a lot of extra bounce, evidenced by the area where the keeper had gathered it. So that really tells us it's not going to be easy. Or that's the shot, brings in that sweep and does not have protection on the leg side. So looks like Haziq joins Aslam with a boundary, and now he starts to get going. Just have a look at that, inviting him for that sweep shot. Although it's still very early in his innings, he's always going to be strong in that area. Exactly what Haziq needed at this stage. Now he'll feel very confident about his outing. Ali Hasnan, up until that point, was doing a good job. He started off with three dot deliveries, but just when he wanted to continue, he pulls one in the length, and Haziq obliged. Slightly quicker this time, goes for that short arm jab, but misses it on that occasion. Another dot delivery. So it's been either a boundary or dot so far in this over, but I think Ali Hasnan will be the one slightly tipping that scale. He's been very accurate and he's shown variety in his bowling. This time he goes downtown. There's a fielder at long on. Should be a single and comfortably taken in the end. So that brings us to the end of the second over. It's 14 without loss. The skipper is persisting with Razak here. He'll be steaming in for his second over. His first over went for 9 runs, and looks like Razak is handing the ball over to Shoaib Akhtar. So already a change in the bowling in the very third over. Quite interesting. But I think that decision is quite understandable, especially given the fact that he's been a standout in this tournament already for Ghani. He's the sixth highest wicket taker in this series already, and he's picked up 6 wickets. Interestingly, he also has a maiden to his name. So let's see how he starts here. Oh, that's a thickish inside edge. That will go all the way to the boundary. You can see that the keeper is appreciating him, but Shoaib will be quite disappointed that that did not go on to hit the stump. On the other hand, Haziq is of course going to take it, because it doesn't matter how they come as long as they keep coming, especially in this power play for Haziq and Aslam Khan. Oh, that seems like a very good connection here. There will be a chase on, but in the end, the ball wins the race and goes all the way over the top of the boundary for a six. Initially, it did not look like he had timed it so well, but that's how good he is. Mohammad Haziq almost effortlessly picks up a maximum of the over from Shoaib Akhtar, and up against one of the key members of this bowling lineup. It is never going to be easy, but looks like he's riding some very good form here. The best thing about that shot was the fact that he understood the pitch of the ball very, very early, and in the end brought his full shot. Once again, shorter pitched. This time there will be a little bit of a chase from square leg. Does well and takes a couple of runs with a lot of ease. Excellent running between the wickets. The understanding between these two has been right on top so far, and this is turning out to be a very good partnership at the top for Malaysia. The impression at the moment that Shoaib Akhtar is giving me is the fact that he's quick, and he's actually very quick compared to the standards of this tournament. And this kind of pace can do two things. One is definitely he looks to hurry the batters, but if they time it well, he can disappear as well. That's what we have seen so far. And after conceding 12 already, he comes up with a very good looking delivery. With the kind of field that he's set at the moment with a deep square and third man in place, it really gives us a notice that perhaps a short ball is just around that corner. And once he's charging in, I think it can be quite exciting as well, especially because these two batters are very good pullers of the ball. Short a pitch and nicely got onto a position, more like a glance. Indian gets a single. And now Aslam Khan is back on strike. Shoaib will be steaming in one more time in this over. Needs to produce a good delivery here because so far the runs have been flowing for Malaysia. The run rate is 9.53, already 27 on the board. That's back of a length again. And this time he smashes it down the ground. And that's the power of Aslam Khan, which takes the ball all the way to the boundary. What an over this has been for Malaysia. And look at that. He raked that ball very, very quickly and eventually fenced that straight down the ground. And that's the kind of cricket that Aslam Khan plays. Excellent start for Malaysia here. The skipper of Ghani wanted to be smart and introduced his key bowler right at the very start, making a first change. But looks like that decision has misfired. It can happen in T20 cricket. Sometimes the batters are also looking to take the best bowler in the side early on so that it dents the confidence of the others as well. And I think that is what has happened. They've read it very well. They know that Shoaib is someone who stands out, and especially by aggressively hitting him, I think they're looking to make a mark early. Oh, this is exquisite timing. Flicked away, use of the wrist, chases on. The fielder at mid wicket does well, but the running between the wicket once again is exemplary. Takes a couple of runs quite comfortably. If you look at the scorecard at the moment, it's 33, but most of the runs have been scored by Haziq, but it's just the way that he scored them. Effortless. It's up against the left arm spinner, and that is slightly a riskier option. With the incoming arm delivery of Ali Hasnain, it's not going to be easy to cut him away towards point. So perhaps playing with a straight bat could be a better option. But I think Ali Hasnain has been impressive here. Look at the way he just manipulates the pace of the ball. Looks exciting promise here, and he offers good control as well. And that's the best aspect that I've seen so far. And it's been easier, I think, for the batters to play against the faster bowlers. So it's a quite interesting choice to bring him on. He's doing a good job for his side. Oh, that is smashed away. I mentioned how difficult that shot can be, but looks like Haziq Ayman has full control of his cut shots here, and he read that length very, very quickly. Excellent shot, close to his body, but nevertheless, a boundary. What a start this is turning out to be in this power play for Malaysia. Already cruising towards a half century stand. Just 13 short off it at the moment. And they're playing the faster bowler as well as spin quite nicely here. Oh, there's a fielder there, and he watches it sail over his head for a maximum. What a shot! Haziq Ayman is setting the tone here, and he's doing it in absolute style. That is brave, especially against Ali Hasnan, who's bowled so well. read the pitch of the ball, and I think he decided to go downtown very early, almost as if he was aware of where the ball is going to be pitched quite a split second before as well, which allowed him that extra time. Last ball of the over needs to be a good one. Oh, look at that. This time on the offside, all along the carpet, and rolls it for a comfortable boundary. Expensive, but in full class. Just have a look at that replay. You can watch it all day. Scintillating batting from Haziq, and how impressive he's carrying on to his good form here. 16 of that over. And right now, Malaysia is absolutely cruising here at the Biomass Oval. It's 47 without loss. And now they're looking for a very, very big start. Ghani opting to continue with spin. And there is another change in the bowling. It is Mohammad Akib who's introduced into the attack. In this power play, they've realized that it is slightly easier to go up against the faster bowlers. And now in comes another left-arm spinner. Starts off with a short pitched delivery. Should have been put away if you ask me. He was asking for trouble, but Aslam Khan perhaps got too excited about it and in the end not getting the connection he desired. So Muhammad Akib starts off dangerously here. He can't afford to make that mistake. But looks like he does. The timing is good, but it just drops short of the fielder at long on. I think that's really what has saved him, because if the timing was any sweeter, it could have gone straight to him. The intention is very clear. These two batters are looking to go after the bowling here and perhaps get as many as they get as quickly as possible. The margin for error is absolutely minimal here because these two batters are in gorgeous form, and so far they're absolutely delivering. Pitched outside the off stump, that is a good delivery. We've seen how good Haziq has the cut shot, but this time he misses out. He's batting really well here, 36 of just 20 deliveries. On the other hand, Mohammad Akib has done a good job so far. This time follows the batter on the leg side and bisects the fielders on the leg side with absolute ease. That is another boundary and looks like he's not holding himself back. The length was slightly shorter one more time, and that's where you cannot be when Haziq is batting. He reads length very, very quickly and he delivers with a lot of ease as well. And the best thing about him is how effortless he is. Never looks to overhit them. Or one more time, looks like he's not learning, but this time he doesn't get the gap. Timing could have been better as well, but runs are coming thick and fast. In comparison, this has been a better over. 6 runs in the first 5, and he needs to finish well. Aslam Khan is on strike. And he's hit it. One more time, falls just one bounce short of the fielder at long on, who's very, very busy out there. And he's doing a good job. So in the end, 7 of the first over from Mohammad Akib. 5 overs done. It's 54 without loss. Ghani will be hoping that this power play finishes as quickly as possible. And when the fielding restriction will be lifted, they'll be having better protection at the boundary line. Because kind of cricket that these two batters are batting, it's getting very difficult for the bowlers to just get a grip of the scoring rate. So Ubaid is brought into the attack. So another change in the bowling. He will be up against Aslam Khan. Can he capitalize here? At the end of 5 overs, Malaysia 11 are absolutely flying. It's 54 without loss. And already what a knock this has been from Haziq 41 of 22. He's been effortlessly classy, but he's absolutely not broken even a sweat. And that's how good his batting has been. Oh, this time doesn't get hold of it. There's the first real chance. Fielder underneath. Would you believe it? That is dropped. Big moment in the game. It is Aslam Khan, and Gohar has absolutely dropped a sitter. He had a long time to get underneath it, but I think it's that early nerves, especially when your opponents are going absolutely all guns blazing. It's sometimes mentally going to test you and your confidence as well as your concentration. So perhaps that's what has happened, but in the end, it might be costing them. We'll have to wait and see because someone like Aslam Khan can really do the damage. He's been watching it from the other end most of the innings so far because Haziq has played such a blinder of an innings. But once Aslam starts going, it will be very risky. Here's Ubaid. That's a very intelligent delivery. Shorter pitch, another chance. That is a very difficult opportunity. The ball rolls all the way. We'll have to wait for the umpire's decision, but I think that was the boundary. We have confirmation here. Yes, it is. But Ubaid has been bowling really well. He's testing the batters, but he's been very, very unlucky here. I'm not going to blame the fielder for that one. That is one of the most difficult opportunities you're ever going to have. But in the end, you need to have fortune your way when your opponents are going in such dominant fashion against you. And that's really not been the case today. Ubaid so far has given an impression that he understands the situation of this batting prowess of Malaysia at the moment. He's mixing it up quite nicely and already he's created two opportunities here. Oh, that somehow misses the top of the leg stump. And this is an excellent over from Ubaid. He's gone for 5 runs already, but it's just the way that he is bowled. He's looking to create some chances, and by the barest of margins, he's missed out on picking his first wicket. He's not relying on the swing anymore. He's looking to play with his line and length, and he's done an excellent job at it. Here's Haziq Aiman. Shorter pitch, this time not in full control, but he gets it over the top of the infield. This is good enough for another couple of runs. He's not been afraid to take the bowlers on. He's been equally good against pace and spin, and that's really the best part about his innings. At the moment, he's treating BAYUEMAS over like his absolute backyard, and he's got everything at the moment: the timing, the placement, the power. So this is batting of the highest quality, and Ubaid is really trying hard. He's bending his back. He's trying to generate some pace, and he's really tried everything, perhaps except a Yorker, especially against someone like Haziq Aiman, who's looking to go for some runs. Might be a good option, perhaps something he can try, but otherwise he's been slightly unlucky. Oh, exactly, that is what he does, but the length is slightly shorter, and that is good enough for Haziq Aiman to capitalize. There's the 50 already for Haziq Aiman. What a knock this has been. Of just 26 deliveries, he's got on to his half century, and like I mentioned before, this is batting of the highest quality. So an attempted joker that is slightly on the fuller area. So easy pickings really. Use of the wrist. And as Haziq Aiman says, remember the name. because this innings is already turning out to be something very, very special. With that, we're in for the last ball of this over. Already 11 runs in it. Needs to finish well here. Change of pace. This time that will be easily taken. So Goha has made a mistake, redeems himself, and now Haziq Ayman's show ends with the power play. So he's done a good job as long as he stayed, but he really will be kicking himself. He'll be disappointed because you don't really have this kind of a day all the time. So once you start to get go, you really want to capitalize, and he was in for it. So credit where it's due. This is good bowling. He really looked like he'll pick up a wicket in this over, and this time he's supported by the fielder. It's the same one, and Gohar will be very happy that he has got an opportunity to come back. In the end, 6 overs done. It's 65 with the loss of one now. And to replace Haziq Ayman comes another elegant batter in Ahmed Zubaidi. Let's see after the power play where this innings goes. The players are having a little bit of a drink, and that's why we'll have slight break here. And here's the left arm spin of Akib to continue. And now it is Aslam Khan who's trying to take him on. Doesn't get timing as well as he would have wanted to, but gets a single with quite a lot of ease. That is nicely played. First ball that Ahmed Zubaidi faces, but he doesn't get the cap. And the fielding is looking much better from Ghani here. That's what a wicket can do. It can really uplift the bowling side spirit. They need to pick up another one here so that they can feel that they have come back to this game. At the moment, Akib is really bowling well here. Ghani Glass finally has something to smile about. Ubaid has given them that breakthrough, and it is the big one of Haziq Ayman. Now, these two batters need to stitch a little bit of a partnership. Oh, huge appeal by the wicketkeeper, and umpire has given it out. So Aslam Khan follows, and exactly what Ghani will be hoping for. They've picked it up. It is the very dangerous Aslam Khan who has to take the long walk back. And Mohammad Akib, who's bowling so well, has delivered here. He's picked up the very dangerous man here. Excellent delivery, huge moment. Aslam Khan, the other pillar, has been stumped. The keeper was lightning quick, and you can't take anything away from him. This is a classic case of just trying to take a spinner on. Perhaps he exposed his intention a bit too eagerly. At the moment, he's gone back, he scored 14 runs, but suddenly, Malaysia are going to find themselves feeling a little bit of a pressure here because the score was looking good at the end of the power play. Right now, it is 67 for 2. So oftentimes we've said that one wicket can bring in another, and that is what Ghani Glass have done. They're right back in this contest, and momentum can shift quickly in T20s. That's what we know. And look at who has taken strike. It is the man everyone has been waiting for. Malaysia's powerhouse, Malaysia's resilience. Virandeep Singh is here. He's been the highest run scorer already in this tournament. He's someone who bats with genuine technique, and he's someone who can change the course of the game with just a couple of shots. So this is the moment that we're all waiting for. It is a pressure situation one more time because they've fallen, and now all eyes will be on him. Mohammad will be looking to pick up a wicket here, and so far after the fall of the wicket, he's bowled a couple of dots to finish off that over. Excellent one in the contest of the game. 7 overs done. It's 67 now, but with the loss of 2 wickets. Looks like they're persisting with spin here, and I think that is definitely the right call, especially because I think they're extracting a little bit of a grip from this surface, and the spinners are really doing a good job. But I can sense a change in the atmosphere here. Lovely delivery and nicely played by Ahmed Zubaidi as well. He waited for that one and in the end played nicely off the back foot. Suddenly you can sense that the fielding side are buzzing and they seem more energized. Virandeep Singh is looking to get off the mark here, and Ali Hasnan is not really providing him any kind of width. He's consistently attacking the stump, and that's really the best way to go at it. Because someone like Virandeep Singh does not only bring in a character, he's someone with a presence, and that can be a psychological advantage for the batting team here. Nicely bowled on that occasion, followed him up, and the arm ball was good enough to cramp him up on that occasion. So looking to back up that excellent over before this, and so far this has been a very good one. Slightly flighted, gets a leading edge, and the outfield is lightning quick. Even though there's been a little bit of a shower, that's how well the groundsmen have prepared it. So just a trickle, a faint edge really, but that's all that it takes to take the ball all the way to the boundary. That will make Ahmed Zubaidi feel very comfortable out there. He needed to get some runs. Usually opens the innings, and quite interesting that Malaysia have opted to send him one down. But an excellent play nevertheless. This time, rocks back on the back foot and gets a single. Both Virandeep and Ahmed Zubaidi can afford to spend a little bit of time here, especially given the fact that Haziq and Aslam have given them such a good start. The run rate is still 9.45, so they don't really have to try anything too fancy. Nicely bowled, not really offer him the pace to work with. Good smart left arm spin bowling from Ali Hasnan. So end of the over, 8 completed. It's 75 with the loss of 2. And the wicket taker Muhammad Akib is back in. Malaysia have a solid platform, but wickets are going to be crucial here. And if Ghani Glass want to regain control, they have to pick up this man. He's trying to go after it. Big moment, huge moment. A loud appeal, umpire not in favour. A very risky option. We've seen Virandeep Singh play this shot very well, but on this occasion it was going to be very risky. And look how excited the wicketkeeper is. He's really channeling that energy and hyping his teammates as well. So living dangerously here. Can shift gears very quickly, but these are the kind of shots that once you pull it off, looks extravagant. But if you miss, then you raise the eyebrows. So someone like Virandeep Singh will back himself, and that is exactly what he does. Classy looking shot, excellent effort in the field as well. Outstanding cricket. That was a good delivery first up. Virandeep Singh's class meant he wanted to go after it, but there was an excellent effort in the field as well. So the quality of cricket that we're witnessing is right up there, and that is why we'll be very happy that Malaysia Cricket has organized this, and the players are really stepping up as well. Slightly flighted, inviting Ahmed Zubaidi to go after him straight down. And look at that, the fielding effort so far. I think, except that one catch that we've seen to be dropped, they've been quite energetic. They've packed the bowlers, and they're really trying to put in the hard work. They've at least saved a few runs there as well. Akib is in with a chance to strangle the opposition here. His use flight and variation is based quite nicely, and that's another example of it. Even though it was a low full toss, it was angled in a nice way that the batter found it difficult to go underneath it. The fielders inside the 30 yard are quite close, so they're not willing to allow the single to be taken easily. Akib is just hoping for a mistimed shot here. Nicely swept away. That will be a single, turning out to be another good over. Akib will have to ensure that Virendeep is forced to play him in front. Oh, that is well connected, that is well timed, and that is all class. This is what this man can do. A conventional sweep and gets hold of it and nicely puts him away. Look at that. Lovely looking shot, asking to be hit really. And all that Virendeep Singh required was to get a connection at it. Sweet timing and even sweeter result for him. 9 over done. It's 85 now with the loss of two. After an expensive first over, Shoaib is brought back into the attack. He's up against Ahmed Zubaidi, who likes pace on ball. So, quite an interesting choice of decision, especially when the spinners were working so well. Fuller delivery, thrashed along the offside. Chase will be on. Eventually, he covers a lot of ground and does well. Not before the batters complete a couple of runs quite easily there. Virandeep Singh has also found that boundary. At the moment, he's 10 of 8. So now you can sense that he also has that spark in his eyes. And really, this is when the phase of play can be quite dangerous. Ahmed Zubaidi also looking for some runs. Advances down, cuts that one away, but that will go straight towards point fielder. So just a single. The bowling side have to be really clever now. There's no room for any kind of loose deliveries because both these batters are looking set, and it gives us an impression that they're looking for the gaps as well. So now that they're settled in with facing a couple of deliveries, it's going to require the bowling side to bowl much more disciplined. But talking about discipline, that was straying down the leg side, and that is an extra run. Can't afford to give them freebies here. So Bakhtar needs to be smart here. He has bowled well in this series. So Today's been that one-off kind of a day. Needs to make a comeback here. Lot relies on him. Much better. Good change of pace here. Another good change of pace. This is turning out to be a good over. Exactly what was required from Shoaib Akhtar. The captain trusts him a lot, and we can understand that. He's been brought back into the attack at a very critical stage up against two talismanic batters of Malaysia. And so far, in his comeback over, he's done exceedingly well here. The best thing about this over is the fact that he's not really going full throttle, looking to mix it up, and he's trying to be smart. And from the shot of Virandeep Singh, we can get an idea that the pitch is behaving slightly too paced. Wicketkeeper is slightly disappointed because he did not expect a throw from his fielder at that stage, which costed them that extra run of overthrows. At the moment, dealing in singles and doubles, but they are stitching together another solid partnership here. At this stage, they can afford to do that. They've had a very good start as well. So, this is why opening combinations are very, very important. And just like that today, it was Haziq who really came off. Once again, trying to be innovative here. And this time, he was looking to play that sweep like shot. I'm saying sweep because it was more of a scoop as well as a sweep. So perhaps something that he's reinventing. Nevertheless, misses that one out in the end, finishes with a dot. So it's 10 overs completed. We're at the halfway stage. The score on the board is 91 runs. So at this stage, we'll be taking a little bit of a drinks break. And we're back after that drinks break. The score on the board is 91 for 2. Amit Zubaidi and Virendeep Singh are both on the score of 12, and they're stitching together another partnership here. They were off to a very good start thanks to Mohammad Haziq who scored 51 of 27. Mohammad Akib to continue. This is going to be his last over, but it's really been the standout today. He's bowled with excellent guile. He's a gutsy cricketer, and his control has been something to watch for. Plays nicely on the offside, and that is going to be close. Umpire has given it a boundary already, but that is the kind of shot that someone like Ahmed Zubaid is known for. Is particularly strong on that offside, and that was really a gift. Every time the ball will be pitched there, Ahmed Zubaid will oblige, and this time the value for the shot is no different. It's a trademark Ahmed Zubaidi shot for a boundary. So boundary of the second delivery. Now Muhammad Akib to continue. He's been someone who has looked to be the best among his colleagues today. He has provided good control. Flighted delivery. Ahmed Zubaidi will feel that he's missed out on that one, perhaps just tipping on him at the very last moment. And that could have been a risky option as well. There was a chance of being trapped in front. He's lucky to have survived that. This time follows him, and good use of the wrist to pick up a single from that. Already 5 runs in this over, but I think Ghani will be happy with that effort as long as they don't concede a few more in the last two deliveries here. Use of the back foot, and that is placement. What a good shot! Beautifully timed, and he splits the gap between point and cover in such an extravagant fashion. What a shot! Really effortless, but really valuable as well. Beautifully played by Virandeep Singh here. Mohammad Akib was bowling very well up until that point, really, but suddenly just provided a little bit of a width, and that was enough for Virandeep Singh to have capitalized. Excellent shot from him, trying to unsettle the bowler on that last delivery, but in the end, that's another dot delivery. So finishes his 4 overs today, gone for 28 runs and picked up a wicket. So when the team score and the run rate is 9.09, I think the captain is definitely going to take his effort today. 11 overs done. It's 100 with the loss of two. The skipper has his work cut off here, and there is another change in the bowling. Good effort by the fielder this time. There's a chance of a run out, but in the end, there is no damage done. It is finally Saeed Ali who's into the attack, and in this tournament, he's been the highest wicket taker from the Ghani Glass bowling side. He's picked up 7 wickets to his name, and he's the second in the bowling chart. Of course, Saeed Aziz from Malaysia 11 has picked up the most. He's picked up 8. So there's a chance for Saeed to just overtake him. An attempt to produce a similar shot from Virandeep Singh, but this time he doesn't pick up the gap. Saeed can't afford to give a freebie here. Anything short will be punished away. But so far, he is definitely surviving here. Reduced to crucial dot deliveries. Virandeep Singh has played similar sort of shots but hasn't picked up the gap. This time tries to heave that on the left side. The misfield will allow the second run to be taken. But this is turning out to be another good over. The control has been good, but he needs to finish well. Can't afford to produce a short pitch delivery because I think Virandeep Singh will be eyeing that mid-on area. Ah, there it is. There it is. There's the chance. And just falls short of him. For a moment, I thought the timing was exquisite, and that could have gone straight down the throat of long off. But one bounce is all that has saved him there. One more time. This time it goes over. I think the fielder had misjudged it, but the timing was always going to take it over. Just look at that. Exactly where Ahmed Zubaidi thrives. Outside off stump, asking to be hit, and it was punished. What a shot. Ahmed Zubaidi is really getting a move on here. He scored 24 of 16, and that maximum will produce a good end to the over from the perspective of Malaysia. 12 completed, 110 with the loss of 2. But really, one more time, the team spirit are starting to go down slightly. These are the kind of shots that can really dent the confidence of the opposition, and that is what these two batters are trying to do here. The work is really cut off for Ghani Glass here. They're in search of a bowler desperately who can turn out to the occasion and pick up wickets. But they've done it a couple of times. They really need to step up. 8 overs remaining from here on, and if these two batters just get a couple of more overs to get in, they're looking to go big. So one more time, the captain hands the ball to Shoaib Akhtar. And here he is steaming in, short pitch to start off. Gets into an excellent position to pull that away, but doesn't get the gap. So that will be a single of the very second ball that he faces. Margin for error is minimal here. Ahmed Zubaidi is someone who is strong on the offside. So he really needs to maintain a tight line here. And that is what he does. Nicely bowled there. And Ahmed Zubaidi will pick up a single to bring back Virandeep Singh on strike. Both these batters have complemented each other very nicely. Ahmed Zubaidi scored 25 of 17 and Virandeep Singh 20 of 19. They can definitely up their strike rate, and they are batters who over the years have made a reputation of capitalizing once they have had a start. Malaysia will be hoping they have that kind of a day here. On the other hand, Ghani Glass will be praying that Shoaib Akhtar is producing a wicket here. Oh, look at that. He doesn't bother running. Good looking shot, but that has gone straight to the fielder. So good cricket all around. That was a fuller delivery, really asking to be hit. And Virandeep Singh played a nice looking shot, but does not get a gap. I think Shoaib Akhtar is taking a little bit of time to just think about each of his deliveries before taking his stride. And he's really trying to outplay the batter here. One more time, he's played it straight to the man at cover. And one more time, there was an attempted run out opportunity. The backing up was excellent, and that is why there was not been any kind of overthrow. That is perhaps what the Bowler is signaling to his man that if there is not a chance, don't take them because they're trying to content the batters here. So far, Shoaib has done a good job. Since Shoaib first over, he's come back very nicely, and his second and now his third are turning out to be very good overs. He needs to finish well here. Nicely bowled there, fuller delivery, an attempted yorker perhaps. Just tries to go underneath it, and in the end, driving it towards cover for a single. So just 3 runs in this over. Ahmed Zubaidi will be on strike for the last, and he'll be looking to get a boundary in it. That's for sure. But so far, Shoaib Akhtar has been bowling since his second introduction like a very intelligent bowler. So he needs to outthink Ahmed Zubaidi perhaps and pick up a wicket. Let's see what is going on in this last ball. Short pitch delivery and just falls short. Intelligently worked on, I believe, by Shoaib Akhtar here. I think Ahmed Zubaidi did not really expect it. So for the last ball, he really bent his back and got some pace as well. So just 4 singles in that over. 13 overs done. 114 for 2. Not in full control. The bowler trying to stay away from his hitting zone and in the end does well. Zubaidi will pick up a single here, but as long as side doesn't go for boundaries, he will definitely take it. Driven down the ground, another single, but you can sense that they're building a partnership that is going to be quite a dangerous one if they can last a couple of more overs because lots of batting to come, especially the likes of someone like Amir Khan as well as Sharvin Muniandi in that rank. Ghani Glass need to think of breakthrough here. So far, Said has given us an impression that he's extracting some turn of this pitch. So the batting pace is really doing a good work for him. And that is it. That is hit straight. There's a fielder hovering. It was tantalizingly close, but in the end, it goes over the top of the field for a maximum. Clearing his front leg on that occasion, as you can see from the replay, really got into a position from where he can deposit it on towards the ground, and the execution is quite top notch there. A pressure relief stroke for Ahmed Zubaidi here, and this time trying to go over his trademark cover area, but misses it. He's looping it up, enticing the batter to go after him. So it can be a double-edged sword, really. Just like that, we've seen him getting hit for a six as well. But have to give him credit, he's not afraid. In spite of the six, just 8 runs in it, and have to say that eventually turned out to be a good over from Syed. 14 overs done, 122 for 2. Ghani Glass need to be very smart here. They have to figure out what has worked for them and what hasn't. And if you look at the bowling card, 2 overs from Ubaid Shah have gone for 20. He's picked up a wicket though, but it's the economy column which has been quite disappointing for Ghani Glass. Shoaib Akhtar's 3 over, even though he's made a good comeback, has gone for 27. On the other hand, the spinners, Ali Hasnan has gone for 29 and Mohammad Akib Asghar, who's finished his spell, gone for 28. So I'm happy with the decision. Ali Hasnan has been brought back into the attack. He needs to just step up to the occasion here. The captain is in desperate need for a wicket. Can he deliver? Ahmed Zubaidi is well settled here, 33 of 23. He's looking to connect it on towards the offside, but it's been a few occasions where he has missed it out, and he's really someone who trusts his game on the offside, so he'll be disappointed with that effort. But otherwise, he's batted well. And shuffles across, this time goes downtown and punches it straight over long on for a maximum. This is the damage that he can do. What a shot! Almost straight as an arrow, and just enough from the bat to take it over the top of that fielder. This is his second six. Now he's looking very dangerous here. Once again, this time going towards mid wicket, but this time he did not get full hold of it. It will only be a single, and now Virandeep Singh will be back on strike. Oh, this time goes for the reverse. For a moment, I thought the umpire will not go in favor, but definitely he was trapped in front. He has tried that reverse sweep before, but this is the second occasion, and this time he gets trapped in front. He'll be disappointed. He's done the hard work, and he's gone out scoring 23. So this can be a big moment in the game. A champion batter in the likes of Virandeep Singh has been dismissed, and Ali Hasnan, who's bowled well, finally gets a reward, and that too of the very dangerous Virandeep Singh. Just have a look at that replay. Classic left armer's delivery, if you ask me. I think Virandeep Singh exposed his intention a bit too early, and that's when the bowler had the time to just adjust, in the end, trapped in front. So in comes another batter who's been in good form here. He's been the series' second highest scorer with 111 runs. And today he's coming to bat when the platform is really set. Virendeep Singh's wicket will just give a little bit of a halt in the momentum that these two batters had produced. But we'll have to wait and see if Akil is able to continue in the same fashion which these two batters were going on before. Akil Wahid has played in 4 innings before this, and his high score has been 41. But one thing good about him, especially at this stage, is the fact that he bats with a very healthy strike rate. In this series, the strike rate is 156. So even though someone like Virandeep Singh has fallen, I think it's going to be good for Malaysia, especially the fact that a left-hander is now joining Ahmed Zubaidi here. Single of the very first ball, which he turns into two eventually. So good running. He gets off the mark. 15 overs done, 132 on the board already for Malaysia. They've lost 3 wickets, but they have the platform to go big from here on. The question is definitely going to be how much further they can go from here. They'll be hoping to get at least 50 of the next 5, and that should take them at least around 180. Will they be happy with it? I believe so, because this is not the easiest of surface to bat on, especially when the spinners operate, and Malaysia have plenty of them in their rank. The likes of Khiza Hayat is there, who knows this pitch like the back of his hand. Also, the left-arm spin of Virandeep Singh, as well as Akil Wahid, who's a handy off-spinner. So there's plenty of option in the rank of Malaysia as well when they come off the bowl. And the target that they will be very happy with should be around that 180 runs. Ubaid starts off his third over, And a dot to begin will always be boosting the morale of the fast bowler. He started off the spell for Ghani Glass today. His 2 overs have gone for 20 before this over. He's only bowled 3 dot deliveries, and that's really been the worrying factor for the skipper of Ghani. He was handed the new ball, and he has a lovely action. It's just that the execution has not been on par today. Still has time to make a comeback here, and he started off in a good fashion. Left and right hand combination is always something that the batting side is happy to have in the center, because the bowlers always have to be looking for just bowling with discipline. And so far, Ubaid has done that well. He's only allowed 2 singles to have been taken of his first 2 deliveries. He has a very good build for a fast bowler, has a very good rhythmic run up, and looks like he generates most of his pace from that action. A lovely follow through, and he has a brace front leg as well. A good delivery, half stop by the wicketkeeper, but good backing up from fine leg as well. Amit Zubaidi attempted to go innovative, but doesn't get any kind of connection. So Ubaid will be happy with it. He gets a dot ball. Ghani Glass are quietly holding on to momentum here. The run rate for Malaysia at the moment is 8.55, and that makes it evident that Ghani Glass has really gotten some kind of a hold in the scoring rate in the later part of this innings. Advances down, not the connection he wanted. Fielder is underneath. Eventually, I have to say, perhaps he's misjudged it. Really should have covered the ground. You can sense that the bowler is disappointed, and I really think he made it a little bit more difficult for himself. Should have been a little bit more easier than what it made, and an opportunity that eventually has gone begging for Ubaid. Really deserved a wicket here. He's bowled well, and he's mixed it up very nicely here. That was a change of pace delivery. I think Amit Zubaidi played the shot a touch too early. With that, this is going to be the last ball of the over. Another change up. Goes over the top of the infield. Should be taken. Yes, it is. So finally, a reward for Ubaid. He had really bowled well in this over. And if not Ahmed Zubaidi, the wicket of Akil is definitely going to do. Just look at that. Pitched on that good length. Akil was looking to go on top and go over the top of the fielder at long on. Eventually, he just chipped it straight towards him, and he's dismissed himself. So he will be disappointed. He's in good form, but right now, Gunny Glass really have the opening to capitalize. The score is 135 for 4, and will be coming with the death overs after the players are done with the drinks. So quite an interesting contest going on here, and the momentum can swing both ways. So let's see if the batter Shadat Ramli, who's walked out to the middle, can partner Ahmed Zubaidi in a interesting fashion here, because they will have to score runs quickly. He's the captain of the side. He has a lot of responsibilities up his shoulder. He's someone with the talent. He's someone in good form as well. Really needs to execute it. Captain is persisting with the leg spin of side here. He's up against Hamid Zubairi, who's looking to play shots on the offside against the leg spin offside. This time he gets the connection. The fielder is charging in, and this is taken. This is the best of the catches that I've seen. It's the same fielder, but he's made the ground this time and taken an absolute peach of a catch here. Ahmed Zubaidi, the set batter, goes, but it is a trap that I think Said has just stitched over the course of a couple of overs here. So he will be absolutely delighted with that one. And the key moment in the game, wickets are tumbling just when Malaysia were hoping for partnership to develop. But now Ghani Glass can just feel that they're in with a chance. Sharvin Muniandi, the very explosive and dangerous power hitter, is walking out to the middle. He's someone who specializes in this sort of situations where plenty of runs are to be scored from just a few deliveries remaining. But I think Said Ali is really bowling well here. He's someone who gives an impression that he understands cricket very well. He's very smart with the options that he opts for. And right now, the wicket of Ahmed Zubaidi that has fallen is definitely the result of some planned bowling, thanks to some good effort by the fielder as well. So Said Ali gets the wicket of his very first delivery, and now he's up against Sharvin Muniandi, who's especially strong down the ground. Let's see how he negotiates him. Oh, he goes for it first ball straight away. Use of his muscles, but doesn't get the gap. That will only be a single. Two new batters are out there in the middle, and in the death overs, the batting side always hopes for set batters, and that is not the case today. Can this be the difference maker? Now Shadat Ramli is on strike. He's someone with excellent control of the sweep shot. So I think Said Ali is better off bowling in that similar sort of a fashion he was operating when Zubaidi was batting. And that is what has happened. Intelligent bowling from Said Ali here. Good looking drive from Shadat Ramli to get a single here. I think the bowling side will be happy with singles at this stage. As long as they don't go for boundaries, Said Ali will be just sneakily putting in a few dot balls as well. Flighted on that occasion and absolutely no timing. The intentions from Sharvin was exposed too early, and in the end, he does not get the execution he wanted to. I know it's the death part of the innings, but the batters can afford to at least give themselves the chance of facing a couple of deliveries to just understand how pitch is behaving. And the batters are well qualified, they're well experienced as well. So once they have set their eyes in, these two batters can definitely capitalize. So let's see how it goes from here. Turning out to be an excellent over from Said Ali. And Sherwin, for a moment, thought that that will be a wide. Umpire decides not to wave his arms. Sherwin was evidently disappointed, but that's okay. They have three more overs to capitalize. But the run rate has taken a dip. At the moment, it's 8.18. Malaysia were cruising at the halfway stage with 90 odd runs, but they have definitely been kept quiet by Ghani Glass. So full credit to them and their bowlers made such a good comeback. But special thanks to the bowlers who have done very well. The spin of Ali Hasnan as well as Mohammad Akib, and now recently from Said Ali has been very controlled and calculated. Ubaid's last over comes in, starts off with a wide down the leg side, but this man has been very impressive. He's mixed it well, and on occasions he's given us the sight of express pace as well. More often than not, his going for some change of pace. It has worked well for him. He's already picked up a wicket with that one. Tries for a fuller delivery, perhaps a little roll of fingers as well compared to his previous deliveries that lacked a little bit of pace. Good mix from Ubaid at the moment. Ubaid Shah's first couple of overs were expensive, but made a good comeback at this stage. The discipline from Ghani Glass today has been absolutely top notch. Just two wides from them, and that's been it. There's been no more extras. So everything that Malaysia has scored, it has been hard earned. Fuller delivery, and wanted to stop it off his own bowling, but that is good running between the wickets. It was played almost straight to the fielder. The understanding between the two is exemplary. Four deliveries remain. Shada firmly is on strike. He's faced three deliveries for his 3 runs. Another excellent change of pace, turning out to be a brilliant backed up over as to the previous one from the leg spinner. So they're bowling in partnership here. They're doing a good job. And I think Ubaid is in with a chance to pick up another one because Malaysia is looking to accelerate here. So they'll be bringing in those hard shots. But it is not going to be easy because Ubaid is mixing it up very nicely here. Previous one was a change of pace as well. So perhaps this will be a quicker one, maybe a short pitched. Let's see, he's got it all. Played a soft hands this time and happy to just take a single and go off strike. So with that, only a couple of deliveries will remain. Sharwin Muniandi will have a lot in his responsibility part to take the team to a good total here. The run rate has dropped down to just over 8 and over. They'll be disappointed if they don't cross at least 170 odd runs from here, considering the start that they have had. This is why it is always important to have set batters at the dead end, and that's something definitely Malaysia 11 will keep in their mind. Can't afford to do that. That is gone down the leg side. He was appealing for perhaps an edge. And a good take, nevertheless, from the wicketkeeper. He's covered the ground. It is never easy for the ball going away from you. And his effort was excellent on that occasion. It's the captain himself, Shahbaz Javed, who's really setting the tone and setting the benchmark here for his team. Just see how much he's believing in them. So the support has been quite good from him. He's also been very vocal from behind the stumps, really uplifting the morale of his side. Beautiful delivery, perfect execution of the Yorker, but unfortunate for Ubaid Shah that old French cut, that inside edge has taken it all the way to the boundary. The fine leg could not really do much. It was way too far away from him. And disappointingly for Ubaid Shah, it is a boundary. So Sharvin will feel that he's gotten at least a boundary here. So maybe he can start opening his arms a little bit more often and use those muscles to clear the ropes here. This is going to be a crucial last ball from Ubaid Shah. He'll be looking for wickets. On the other hand, Sharvin perhaps will be eyeing to take him on. Here is Ubaid steaming in. Change of pace, cuts that one away. The fielder at backward of point does well. and eventually it does not cost him too many, just a single of it. So good spell from Ubecha today. His 4 overs have gone for 33 runs and he's picked up 2 wickets as well. But it's just the way that it's come back in the later part of the innings that shows how gutsy he is as a cricketer. Highly impressive stuff from him. 18 overs done, 149 runs for Malaysia with a loss of 5. And in the last 2 overs, they'll be looking to get at least 20 odd runs. Otherwise, I think, given the start, they'll feel slightly disappointed here. They have the batters to do the job, and the batters have already spent a little bit of time as well. Let's see how they capitalize here. Here's Shoaib steaming in. Needs to back Ubaid. Wit was provided, and that is nicely slapped away on the offside, but does not reach the boundary. Good coverage from the fielder at deep cover there, but now the intention is clear. It's a single. Now Sherwin will be on strike. He really needs to start going here. He has the ability, he has the form, and he's set. At the moment, he's faced 6 deliveries for 8. Here's Sherwin against Shoaib. Oh, that is a very good delivery. Done him for pace, really. And the ball kept angling in towards the stump and was straying down the leg side. That is why the umpire was not in favor of that LBW appeal. In the end, they'll get a single off the leg byes. Good, smart death bowling from Ghani Glass here. And they're operating the dead bowlers very nicely as well. So credit to the captain of Ghani Glass. He's really shuffled his troops very nicely. Looks like he has the right man for the right job. A change of pace, fuller delivery, just doesn't get hold of it. So dealing in singles here, and that's not going to upset Ghani Glass here. As long as they restrict Malaysia under 165 odd runs, they'll be very happy. Beautifully bowled again. Excellent delivery. Turning out to be a valiant over from Shoaib Akhtar here. He's only given 3 runs in his ultimate over, and this is turning out to be just what Ghani Glass wanted at this stage from Shoaib Akhtar. He hasn't picked up a wicket, but he's really bowling well. Sherwin is eyeing to go mid wicket to long on, but the ball is not really been in his arc. Oh, this is going to help its cause. That's a no ball. He was bowling so well, and unfortunate for him, it is going to be a free hit. Sherwin, can you deliver? That's going to be the question that Malaysia is asking Sherwin. And Shoaib, on the other hand, has executed his change of pace and Yorkers very nicely as well. So he somehow just needs to pass out with this delivery. So this is the make or break delivery. In with a chance. Excellent smartness on display from Shoaib Akhtar. A change of place and a change of pace as well. So in terms of the ball pitching, it was short pitched. So a slow ball bouncer attempted. It was outside the yaw stump as well. So Sherwin did not really have any kind of pace to work with. So it's not really been Sherwin, but really the smart execution of some excellent smart bowling that has been the undoing of this later acceleration for Malaysia. Lovely delivery one more time. Chance at the non-strikers end. Decides not to get a throw. So eventually single is taken and he completes his spell. So excellent dead bowling from Shoaib Akhtar. His 4 overs gone for 31 runs. Had not picked up a wicket, but really left a lasting impression in terms of control and death bowling expertise. So we'll be in with the last over. And at one stage, 180 was looking on the card. Now, even 160 is looking difficult. Depends on how they execute. He's handed the ball after a very long time to a third seamer. Standout performance today has been Said Ali as well as Mohammad Akib Ashgar. The two spinners have picked up a wicket each. So Said Ali will not be finishing his spell today. Decided to go with Munib. The previous matches we've seen him take the new ball as well. Today he's been holed off for a very long time. And understandably so because the spinners really bowled well on this surface. So now in comes Mohammad Munib for the first time. And just carrying on from where his teammate Shoaib Akhtar left off. Starts off with a slower delivery. And Sharvin one more time doesn't get hold of it. It's really the pitch that has been slightly sluggish and not really offering him the honest pace to work with. And perhaps that's why he's been showing his intentions a bit too early. This time it is Shahzad Ramli who waits for it, but in the end, the square drive takes the ball only towards deep cover for a single. At the moment, the captain, Shawad Javed, will be very happy with his bowlers, just the way they've come back into this innings. They've kept things very quiet, and the dead bowling has been absolutely phenomenal. Flicked away onto the leg side, so should be another single there. Here's the fourth ball, a slower Yorker, and excellent results one more time for Ghani Glass. They're beautifully doing it, and momentum is truly with them. Muhammad Munib just came out to bowl in the very last over. Sometimes it is very difficult for bowlers to come out at this stage, but the execution from him has been absolutely phenomenal, especially against the likes of someone like Sharvin as well as Charles Ramley. It's never easy. They're designated finishers, but they're up against some quality today. And look at that, trying to go over the top of extra cover and a very well disguised slower delivery outside that off stump. He's trying to stay away from the hitting zone, and this has been an excellent over so far. Just 4 runs in it. He needs to finish well. And if it's a dot, would you believe it? The score will be below 160. That's how good the bowling has been. At the stage of 10 overs, it was 91 with 8 wickets in hand. Here's the last ball. And nicely done. They'll be trying to sneak in a single here. In with a chance, but doesn't decide to go for the throw. So that's it. They've managed to score 160 with a loss of 5. And it's been a fascinating contest of bat and bowl. The perfect blend of brilliance from the initial batters, but excellent resilience from Gunny Glass as well. So Haziq Aiman lit up the power play, but since then, after that, Gunny Glass quietly teased all of us with that excellent depth phase as well. So 161 will be needed. After this short break, we'll be bringing the chase. So stay with us. We'll be back with live action shortly. Welcome back, everyone. The chase is on. Ghani Glass need 161 to topple Malaysia 11, and right at the forefront is their trailblazing opener. He's not just walking out to bat; he's there to set out the tone, just like we'd seen earlier. Haziq and Aslam Khan really had a good start, and that really tells us a lot about how the pitch is behaving. With the new ball, it's been slightly easier to score. You're getting more value for your shots. So it's all about energy and belief. Let's see if Ghani Glass can afford to get a good start here. Off the mark straight away, single first ball, and that is going to give him some sort of relief here. But on the other hand, Malaysia definitely know how to defend scores at this ground. And today they'll be missing the services of Syed Aziz. The medium pacer has been absolutely top notch. He's picked up 8 wickets in this series already. And perhaps him not being here today will be giving Gunny Glass that little bit of relief. But BAYUEMAS Oval is absolutely ready for the spinners of Malaysia to operate today. I'll be very looking forward to how Khiza Hayat, Virandeep Singh, and even Akil operate in this pitch. But at the moment, it is Malaysia's trailblazer Arifullah with the new ball, and he's really someone who bowls with express pace. So far, opening the batting is Gohar Hafiz alongside the captain of Gunny Glass. Gunny Glass's captain is someone who likes to lead from the front. He's a performer and he's someone who's confident as well. Especially when he's keeping, he really uplifts the morale of his bowlers as well as the fielders. So right now, with the bat, he'll be trying to just set the tone for his teammates. So let's see. The dugout is absolutely buzzing for Kenny Glass here. So let's see. Can this script a famous victory here? With provided from Arifullah, and there's an opportunity to free his arms, but Koha Hafiz doesn't get the timing right. So it will be a dot ball. Arifullah is someone who likes to operate with that older ball. So this is also just providing him with an opportunity just to use that new ball in a more comfortable way. And I have to give credit to Malaysia here. They have opted out to just see how strong their bench strength is. They're giving chances to all of their squad members, and it's just how they have utilized them over the course of this series that really gives me an impression that there's someone as a cricketing body. They're looking to invest in youth. They're looking to prepare their players for different situations as well. And they're not always looking for the wins just in general. They're looking for the team as a unit to gel nicely with each other and eventually prepare different candidates for the same role, perhaps. So it tells us a lot about the character of this association, and they've done an exceedingly good work. Right now, Arifullah has gone for just 5 runs in his first 4 deliveries, which includes a wide. But Arifullah is someone who relies a lot on rhythm. And if he gets going, it's never easy to counter his pace. The ball can rush onto you. The ball can definitely zip around as well, especially when it's new. So the batters can afford to be a little bit cautious because what Gunny Glass has achieved is the fact that they have restricted Malaysia to a total of 160, which could have been a lot higher, but the dead bowler has been quite phenomenal. Good effort, went straight to the fielder. Is it taken? I think it is Sharvin, but he looks hurt. We gotta hope that he's okay. But that was a difficult opportunity. It went to him in a flash, so it must be difficult for him. Still waiting for confirmation here. And that is definitely out. The captain is gone back, but the way the fielders are converting, we have to ensure that Sherwin is okay here. So just to take a moment away from here, the captain is gone back to the hut. It was a very good shot against the pace of Arifullah, but unfortunately for him, he was unable to keep it down and it went straight to the fielder. That too, one of Malaysia's absolute best. So brilliant effort by the very good fielder Sharvin Muniandi, and Arifullah strikes in his very, very first over. And in comes Ibrar Afzal coming up to face Arifullah, not really getting his front foot towards the pitch of the ball. It's a delivery with a hint of swing as well. The ball was going away from the right hander. So eventually, this completes the first over. It's five with the loss of one, and an excellent over from Arifullah first up comes to an end. I'll be quite interested to see who takes the ball from the other end. Spin should be the way to go, just the way this pitch has behaved over the course of time. Now that the afternoon sun is well and truly out, it's going to be offering just that little bit of sip as well. So, with confirmation, it is Khizar Hayat who's coming out to bowl, and Shadat Ramli is absolutely pleasing the crowds there. This is a fan favorite. He's someone who can operate with the new ball. He's someone who can operate at the death end as well. Likes to bowl quick, likes to bowl at the stump, has lots of variation as well. But one thing that can work to his advantage is that he has plenty of experience, particularly in this ground. He's up against Kohar Hafiz, starts off by just giving him a little bit of space to be worked with on the leg side, gets a single of the very first one and goes off strike here. Ibrahim Afzal is a right hand batter out there. He's just come out to bat, faced that one delivery. Looks a bit tentative, but he has plenty of time to just settle himself in. Needs to have a good game here. Lot will rely on him. Here's Kiza. Fuller delivery. The off spin will just take it down the leg side for it to be clipped out, and eventually another single on offer. Easily taken in the end, really. Malaysia, interestingly, has left out Vijay Unni as well as Syed Aziz today. They've been among the wickets. This is a much better delivery from Kiza. Nicely fielded off his own bowling. Kiza before this match has picked up 2 wickets. Will want to put in a few more scalps in that rank. So far, he's kept things very quiet here, and that is the drift that he often gets. The ball is coming in towards the left-hander and really cramping him up for space. He's not really getting a width to open his arms there. And that is very good captaincy. He's bringing in that fielder at mid wicket. So after the first 2 runs, there's been 4 dots on the trot from Khiza Hayat to finish off a very good over. 2 overs done. It's 7 with a loss of 1. This is the kind of score which can prove to be very critical, especially because sometimes you start to wonder if you can play a bit slow at the start. You can allow yourself that little bit of time as well. But these are the kind of score which, if you leave on to get too many at the death end, wickets can sometimes fall at the regular intervals and you can eventually start chasing your shadows. So that is something they have to keep in their mind. They don't want to let go of the power play here. But they're up against Arifullah, who's really bending his back and generating a lot of pace as well. Greets Ibrar Afzal with a short pitch delivery first up, and he's definitely going to keep the batter honest at the crease. Arifullah, not the quickest of the bowlers, but generates a lot of pace with his arm speed. Has an excellent run up, lovely follow through, and honor of the pitch, an excellent personality as well. Very humble. Oh, look at that! Rushes him. The fielder could have just been a couple of steps in front, and that could have been easily taken. But that is exactly what I was talking about. He generates so much of pace that sometimes the batters can be absolutely taken by surprise. And this time, he was in no control of that shot, hurried onto him, went for that pull, but eventually the ball definitely hit him somewhere very uncomfortable on that bat. So it really came off the handle. but really summarizes what we're trying to say from the word go here. Arifullah is someone, when he's accurate, when he's bowling in rhythm, is someone who's very, very dangerous. And look at that, the carry that he's getting on this pitch. It's absolutely something that will excite any fast bowlers out there who's looking at this game and trying to learn a few points here and there. This is why the coaches often have to excite young talents as well, that you should never compromise on pace. Sometimes line and length can be a little bit wary, but if you have that pace, especially when the batters are looking to go up against you, can often make their life little bit uncomfortable, if not anything more. So good start from Arifullah in his second over. He's charging in, and that is another dot ball, turning out to be a brilliant start for Malaysia here. Taking a little bit of time this time to set his field. But what a sight Arifullah is with the new ball. He's once again right up there. Such a pure rhythm. The seam has been upright as well, and he's carrying ball off this pitch quite nicely. This time he opts for a fuller delivery, shy at the non-strikers end, and absolutely unnecessary, we have to say. The backing up was difficult, just allows runs to be taken, and Arifullah is definitely disappointed with it because before this misfield, he was bowling like a man possessed. Virandeep Singh gets a light moment on this pitch. Kohar Hafiz is the man on strike. Every time so far, whenever Arifullah is coming out to bowl, there's that little bit of a whisper in the air. Whenever he's at the top of the mark, you can feel that some tension is on the rise. A nice looking shot this time. Gohar Hafiz opening the full face of the bat, goes downtown, and that is a shot that has often resulted good value, especially in the power play. You can watch that all day, don't you? Beautiful looking straight drive, and boundary was written all over it the moment it left that inner circle. So good end to the over from Arifullah in the perspective of Ghani Glass here. 3 overs done. It's 14 with a loss of 1. It's been a watchful start for Ghani Glass here. Khizar Hayat to continue. That is a big appeal, and he's gotten a wicket here. Khizar Hayat always competitive and always looking for wickets. The pace is really the factor that has gotten him the wicket there. Almost like a medium pacer that was shot across, and eventually the batter was in no position to play that. Just have a look at that replay. Steaming in, even though he's a spinner, trapped in front, really, that was going to go crushing across to hit that leg stump. So umpire had no hesitation, really. Batter is slightly disappointed, understandably so, because Khiza Hayat is an off spinner who's operating. Perhaps there is always that question if it's going to deviate down the leg side or not. But of course, the umpire has the best view, and if he has decided, we have to understand that there must be some thought involved. So with that, Malaysia has picked up their second wicket, and now Ghani Glass are looking in a spot of bother. Kiza Hayat is always going to be more dangerous when he's amongst wickets, and especially up front. Now there's this chipped up one. It's going to be quite difficult to just settle themselves in. I'm wondering what will be the situation when someone like Virandeep Singh as well comes to the bowling attack, because his left arm spin will be also something that will produce a lot of difficulty, especially in this pitch. It is Malik Abdul who's walked out to the middle. He has joined Gohar Hafiz. Gohar Hafiz has picked up a gorgeous looking boundary, but it's just that he's losing partners at the other end. Already lost two of them. Gets off the mark straight away. Once again, a fuller delivery. Nicely played with a straight bat and easily taken that couple of runs. Khizar Hayat is bowling very quick, but sometimes he's also looking to vary the pace. So when he's bowling so quick, that change of pace can really work in his favor. And the other thing that is working on in his favor is the fact that he's always willing to attack the stump. And with that uncanny action, sometimes the ball just drifts away from the right hander as well. So he's really the master of all the art. Sometimes I wonder if after a fall of the wickets, the fielding captain can sometimes be a little bit more complacent because once a wicket falls, the batting side is usually looking to just rebuild. So that should be the perfect phase of play where you can start attacking. Maybe get a slip fielder, bring in that shot mid wicket, cut off those singles. Sometimes that is not a side that I can see. There's a chance there. The throw could have been a touch better for Malaysia to be in with a chance, and I think that is what Ainul Hafiz is saying. He'll be a little bit disappointed because if the throw was slightly targeted on the stump, there was a real chance there. This is a much better delivery, cramping him up. So in the end, just 3 runs in this over and the wicket for Kiza. He's a touch disappointed, perhaps wanted more. 4 overs done. It's 17 with a loss of two. And at this stage, Ghani Glass cricket team are in desperate need of partnership. There is no better time to bring in the man with the golden arm, Sharvin Muniandi, into the attack. He is someone who has that uncanny habit of picking up wickets and really has delivered for Malaysia oftentimes. These are the kind of players that are multifaceted and really is always beneficial to have in the side. Starts off with a delivery that is chasing away. Batter wanted to go for that flashing drive, but in the end, no connection whatsoever. So starts off with a dot ball, and looks like Sharvin, even in this fourth over, is getting a hint of movement that should be keeping him interested to pitch it slightly fuller. Sharvin pulling with the energy, and he has a point to prove here, it seems. Wants to be among the wickets, and at the moment, he's right up there. So far, he's targeting that outside edge of this right hand batter, Malik Abdul, but it has been tantalizingly close. The moment the dots are building and the scoreboard is seemingly crawling, the run rate is just 3.92, and that is going to just take some shots to just give them some momentum. But at the moment, because of the fall of the two wickets, it's been difficult. Malik guides that one towards third man and gets a single. Now it will be Kohar Hafiz, the left-hander, up against Sharvin. Sharvin is really someone who likes this kind of a scenario. Two batters who are a little bit nervy. He has a feel that is ready to pounce on. and this is really going to be a big over. Is it played straight to him? Looks like the celebration is there, and it is Khizar. You can't take that man away from action here. He's bowled a beautiful over and now comes out there at short mid wicket, takes a blinder of a catch, and that man with the habit of picking wickets does the same one more time. Short up his delivery, looking to play the pull shot, and the other opener is dismissed. So good work in the field, and one more time, Sharvin Munian is standing to the occasion, can't keep that man away from picking up wickets. So big moment in the game. Third wicket has fallen just in 4.4. The score is 18 runs, and now they'll have to rebuild. Syed works to join Malik Abdul. Now they're desperately in search of a partnership. This is a very big moment in the game, both for Malaysia as well as Ghani Glass. Sharvin has just delivered a wicket. Kohar is the man dismissed. Oh, not in full control again. That has gone for a single, but for a moment, Sharvin might have thought that the point fielder will be interested for that. So it looks like Sharvin is really reading the batter quite beautifully here, and he's executing his deliveries outside off stump with precision. Abdul Malik is the batter. That is nicely played. He needs to ensure that the nerves are intact here. Gets a single and goes off strike. They need to get more of those because Malaysia aren't letting it up. Sharvin and the other bowlers, all as a group, really are starting to smell sense of more wickets here and get an impression that they're really talking amongst each other as well. So they're trying to choke any kind of scoring opportunity. At the moment, we've seen it in this series before as well. It's been that scenario where there's been a lot of pressure, and at the moment, Ghani Glass will be hoping that at least one batter starts to absorb this pressure and just rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Can that man be Malik Abdul? His partner side is a handy all rounder. But right now, looks like Hiza Hayat is continuing. This is the last over of the power play. Oh, that is going to be close, but looks like there's a leading edge. Just how quick Hiza Hayat bowls, it doesn't really give the batters any kind of time to operate with. It's good to see that Said Ali is having a word with his partner, maybe just asking him to keep calm, watch the ball from the hand, and perhaps play with a straight bat. They really need to show some composure here and perhaps play some smart cricketing shots. Much better looking shot this time, but straight to the fielder. This is why it is good to play with some attacking options. I'm always happy to see a shot mid wicket in, especially when the fielder is doing well to restrict. And this is going to be a chance, but decides against it. So looking to go busy, but Khizar Hayat is someone who understands these situations as well. He's really trying to get a choke grip, almost like a submission move. Slightly shorter pitch, so good change of length here. It's important for the batters to not get into a shell. They need to keep thinking of getting some runs, perhaps through singles and doubles. And in comes the big shot, goes towards long on. It is Virandeep Singh who's patrolling that area. So intentions have become clear. So wanted to go after and perhaps try to capitalize on this last couple of deliveries remaining in the power play, but Khizar Hayat proving to be too difficult to work with. Syed Ali on strike, creating some room. Good looking shot there, and well fielded as well. So that is the end of the over from Khizar Hayat. Just two of it. We are at the completion of the power play. Score on the board is 22 with the loss of three. So I have to say that the power play well and truly belong to Malaysia here. What Ghani Glass will be hoping for is a partnership, of course, but they have to ensure that they get it in a quicker fashion. They can't afford to get into a shell here because the target is still achievable. 139 needed from 14 overs with 7 wickets in hand. This is T20 cricket we're talking about. You should be ready to be able to chase those because the bowling was spectacular from Ghani Glass today. One stage, 180, 190 was on the card, and they bowled very nicely in the dead overs to bring themselves back with a fighting chance. But when they came out to bat, bowling from Malaysia has been top notch as well. Arifullah got the breakthrough, well supported by Khizar Hayat as well. Sharvin also among wickets. So the three bowlers used have all delivered. Here's Sharvin back to bowl his second. Starts off with a Yorker, but it's slightly fuller on that occasion. Flicked away for a single. Sharvin has been better off bowling back of a length deliveries because that is when he gets that little bit of movement request. Those are the kind of deliveries that prove to be a little bit more difficult, especially because Sharvin is someone who just bowls with that right pace for this surface. Hint of in swing this time. Good delivery. So far, he's kept the batters very quiet and not really allowed them any kind of free run. Malik Abdul on strike, which provided this time just short of backward of point, and that will be another dot ball. The issue for Ghani Glass has been the fact that wickets have fallen at regular intervals. The first at 5 runs, the next at 14, and the last at 18. So they haven't really gotten any kind of partnership going, and that's why they're finding themselves in such a spot of bother. Top scorer for them so far has been Kohar Hafiz Butt, scored 10 runs. Turning out to be another excellent over from Sharvin Munyandi. Just two balls remaining here. He's given away just 1 run. So Malik Abdul has played 15 deliveries now for his 6 runs. He really needs to start getting some runs here because otherwise the target is slowly getting out of reach. They need to ensure that they have understood and applied themselves in. But when they start feeling so, they have to start finding ways of picking runs as well. Fuller delivery, played towards cover. This the captain Shadat Ramli does well. It's a single to bring back Said Ali on strike. Lovely delivery, just somehow misses the stump on that occasion. A little bit disappointed, but he's bowled well. His 2 overs so far have gone for just 5 runs, and he's among the wickets as well. 7 overs completed. It's 24 with the loss of three. Will Khizar Hayat come back for his final over? He's bowled three on the trot, and looks like that is exactly what it's going to be. Good decision from Shadat Ramli. He's not holding his key spinner back. He knows that he's operating well, and he has plenty of options even after Khizar Hayat. There is the likes of Virandeep Singh as well as Akil. Some of the others can also roll their arms. So plenty of options for Malaysia in that rank. Of course, the captain himself, Shadat Ramli, can bowl some off spin as well. So at this stage, the required run rate is 10.54. Abdul Malik is on strike. And look at how competitive that man is. Never looking to allow any kind of opportunity of a score. Particular today, his control has been on full display. He's attacked the stumps more often. Oh, that is lovely. Extraordinary shot in the context of the game. Just out of nowhere, really utilizing the pace of Khiza Hayat, has just played over the wicketkeeper's head. And the kind of connection he got on that, spectacular to see. This is one that will give him a lot of confidence as well. And now he should be looking to capitalize here. He's already set his eyes, already knows how the pitch is behaving here. So, of the second delivery, he's gotten a boundary. Shouldn't let this over go to any kind of waste. Flicked away this time on towards the leg side. So, a boundary and a single. That is good cricket. Risk free cricket as well. Now it will be Said on strike. Shorter pitch delivery. Hiza Hayat perhaps understands that the batters are quite aware that he's perhaps looking to bowl fuller. So that is a good change and a good mix. But in comparison, this has been a good over for Ghani Glass as well. They've gotten six already with two balls to spare. Not looking to do anything extravagant here. Happy to rotate the strike. Their run rate at the moment is still under four. That really tells us how good the control has been for Malaysia. Easy picking really this time. That was going down the leg side. All that was needed was get a pad on it and then easily manage a couple of runs. So good over for Ghani Glass. 8 overs done. It's 33 with a loss of 3. Kizar finishes his 4 overs with just 16 runs and a wicket. So are we going to see more spin at this stage? Looks like that is what the scenario is. So one spinner has finished his spell and Sharat Ramli decides to bring in another. So they're not willing to let go of that hold here. So it will be interesting to see how the left arm spinner operates on this pitch. In the previous innings, we saw how good the control was from the bowlers of Ghani Glass, especially Mohammad Akib Ashkar was spectacular with the ball. He was really the pick of the bowlers from Ghani Glass. 4 overs went for 28 runs and he picked up a wicket as well. Starts off with a flighted delivery. Malik Abdul plays with soft hands, and that is going to be a dot. At the moment, Malik Abdul Rafe scored 13 of 20 deliveries. Gives himself that little bit of room. That is a shot for the ages. Lovely looking shot. One for the photographers, really. Holds on to his pose inside out over the top of cover. And that is perhaps the best six I've seen today. Excellent batting. This man definitely has the shot. I've seen him play that scoop for a boundary. And now he brings in that six over cover as well. So he's really standing in between the way. He's soaked up a few deliveries to take on that pressure. Now he's willing to explore his chances as well. Up against Virandeep Singh, one of Malaysia's absolute best when it comes to bowling spin. And he's really greeted him with a second ball six. The composure of Virandeep Singh is on full demonstration here. Even after conceding a six, he's held on to his emotion very nicely. Oh, one more time, we've seen that shot. And this time, fine leg does well, but the execution has been phenomenal from Malik Abdul Rafe, every time he plays those innovative shots, it looks like he's practiced them plenty of times. Nowadays, this is modern T20 cricket. We know that most of the batters like to play inventive shots, so they've definitely gotten better control of those shots over time. This time, play straight to the fielder, so it will be a dot. 9 overs done. It's 41 with the loss of three, and this is turning out to be a good partnership for Ghani Glass. Medium pacer introduced. Amir Khan Malik is into the attack. Medium pacer with a natural action that takes the ball away from right-handers. Not the quickest, but has very good control with his line and length. And he's a handy batter himself, so really thinks like a batter whenever he's bowling. So that really gives him an edge. Wants to feature among wickets here, and especially now that they're trying to do a partnership, we're almost towards the halfway stage of this innings. So no better time to perhaps feature among the wickets. Starts off nicely. Said Ali plays a good looking forward drive, gets a single, and brings in Abdul Malik. The strike rate has improved as well. Moment is around 80, but initially he was hovering around those 40, 50 odd strike rate. So definitely can start capitalizing once he's set. Singles at the moment are not going to hurt Malaysia too much. Use of the feet this time. Plays it straight to the fielder at deep mid wicket. Easily taken by Haziq there. He's never going to miss out on those. And it is Amir Khan who gets the breakthrough right when we were talking about it. There was a dire need and really was not in any kind of control. Advanced down with a couple of steps. In the end, just chipped it straight to the fielder. There was one man patrolling, and he's done it with ease. So 4 wickets down now with the fall of the wicket of Said Ali. He will be disappointed. He needed to stay out there just when Malik Abdul Rafe was starting to open up. He loses a partner at the other end. And with that, we're back with live action now. Amir Khan has just picked up the wicket here, just when a partnership was starting to develop. A rather loose shot in the context of the game. He did not really have to do anything fancy, especially because Malik Abdul Rafe was playing so well from the other end. Amir Khan up against the new batter. It is Ali. So the early breakthroughs have definitely set the tone, and the bowlers have not really produced any kind of looseners here. They have worked with good pace whenever they had the chance, and the spinners have also done well. So Sharvin, Arif, Khizar has all featured among wickets, and now Amir Khan has also picked up one. In particular, we have to talk about that last wicket which has fallen. So I think it was a pure sort of misjudgment, really. He was trying to up the scoring and wanted to pounce on that median pace from Amir Khan. Just that execution was not on top. This is much better. They've taken the single, and Malaysia are not too unhappy when they're dealing in singles here. 10 overs done. So at the halfway stage, they have managed to score 45 with the loss of 4. So in the next 10 overs, they'll be needing 116 runs, which is going to be a massive ask, really. If Malaysia are able to contend the batters for the next 3 to 4 overs, they will be definitely looking to be the more comfortable sides when they're going towards the death end. Virandeep Singh once again has the ball. His first over gone for a little bit expensive in comparison to the other bowlers who have operated. He's gone for 8 runs. But he's someone who's always looking to be competitive, a very smart bowler himself. So it will not be easy to score against him. The pitch is offering that little bit for the spinners. He needs to pick up a wicket for just that feel good factor here. On the other hand, Ghani Glass are looking to rebuild. Malik Abdul Rafe has looked the best among the batters. Right now, all Ali has to do is perhaps pick up a few singles and give back the strike whenever he has the opportunity. He's done exactly that in that second delivery. Now, Malik Abdul Rafe has a strike once again. Scored 24 of 29 and really looked like he's batting on a different pitch. Brings out the reverse sweep, doesn't get the gap, but it's just the control he has on those innovative shots that has been quite impressive today. On a couple of occasions, we've seen those ramp shots, scoop shots. Now the reverse is also out. This time, more traditionally, he's played that off the back foot, guided towards the offside and picks up a single here. Now Ali Razak is back on strike. Doesn't need to do anything fancy, just needs to get a single and bring back the set batter on strike as frequently as he can. Slightly round arm action this time from Virandeep Singh. Perhaps a little bit quicker as well. Another dot ball. This is a much better over. This is how champions operate. Roll of finger on that last one. Gets single. So good over from Virandeep Singh comes to end. 11 overs done, 49 for 4. Amir Khan is back to bowl his second over. First went for just 4 runs and he picked up a wicket. Almost looked like he'll get another one here. Inside edge from the bat of Ali Razak. But the ball does not travel to the stump. So he survives. but very dangerously. They need a little bit of fortune to go their way, especially because things have looked very difficult for them in this pitch. Required run rate is over 12 and a half at the moment. Still need 112 more from the next 8.5. Need some boundaries if they want to be in contest. Smart batting from Ali Razak to bring back Malik Abdul Rafe on strike. 25 of 31 needs to up that strike rate now since he has already spent more than 5 overs at the crease in terms of ball faced. He's played well, he's played some good looking shots. It's just that he has not received the support from the other end. Here he comes. Take his edge just over the top of the fielder at point, and he survives but dangerously here. Amir Khan Malik has been quite difficult for the batters to go after. It's really operating with that pace that is well suited for this pitch, and he's bowling really well. Doesn't really try to do anything fancy, just bowls wicket to wicket and in the good line and length. This time he advances, but that will only be a single as it's played straight to long off. Turning out to be another quiet over. In a chase of 161, since the batters of Ghani Glass have come out to bat, they've only managed to score 3 boundaries. So that really tells us how far they've been away from this chase and how good the bowling has been from Malaysia. And to talk about the discipline, there has only been one extra. The control has been outstanding from all the bowlers who have operated, and except Virandeep Singh, whose 2 overs have gone for 12, everyone has featured among the wickets. And among them, if you have to choose the pick of the bowler, I have to say it was Shavin Muniandi. His 2 overs gone for 5 runs, and he picked up the very important wicket of Gohar Hafiz Butt. Amir Khan with the last ball, played in the air, and that is not going to please Amir Khan. He's disappointed, but that goes for a boundary. So value for his shots. That was a good looking one. Played away from long on and gets a boundary here. So Ali Razak is among the boundary, much needed. Things were getting very quiet for Ghani Glass, and now that boundary is perhaps going to instill a little bit of confidence. Looks like we have a change in the bowling. It is Akil who's introduced into the attack. Akil has already picked up a fifer in this series, his best 5 for 32, and he already has 7 wickets to his name. So Akil Walid himself is at the moment third on the ranks of the highest wicket taker with 7 wickets in this series. Can he pick up some more and top that bowling chart? So with that, he starts off with a dot ball, just a touch too wide. Perhaps he can start coming and hitting the stump. That should be the better way to bowl. And that is a no ball. It is pitched outside that designated area of the wicket. So umpire will signal a free hit. The right man is on strike to take that on. It is Malik Abdul Rafe. Oh, struggling for rhythm, surprising for a bowler who's done so well. Starting off in a little bit of a tentative fashion, and that will be another no ball. Malaysia have bowled with a lot of discipline so far. They can't afford to let this momentum get away. The set batter is on strike. Malik Abdul Rafe looking to take him on. Doesn't get full hold of it, but that will only be a single. He was caught at long off, but off a free hit that was never going to be out. Using a little bit of finesse this time, guiding it towards third man a little bit late. In the end, another dot ball. So, in spite of those two no balls, 3 runs in the first three. Slowing it down further and furthermore. That's the plot of Akil's attack at the moment. Is not letting the batters operate with any kind of pace. Really slowing it down. Once again, looking to guide it away towards point. Straight to the fielder. No runs there. So in spite of two scoring opportunities, this is still turning out to be a good over. Use of the feet this time and trickle down the ground for a single. So eventually turns out to be a very good over from Akil. He's just gone for five, and in spite of the no ball, he's kept things very tight. Little bit disappointing from Malik Abdul Rafe and Ali Razak here. They are well set to be able to take these bowlers on, especially when they're providing those rare looseners. So right now the required run rate is 13.71, and they'll be needing 96 runs from the next 7 overs. A little bit of a pause in play because the batter is seemingly looking dehydrated. It's a very hot and humid day at the moment, so maybe some cramps are setting in. Physio just having a look. We hope he's okay, and these are just cramps that can resolve very quickly. Perhaps can be given a few fluid and some muscle tension relief. After this pause will continue, but at this stage, Malaysia is looking to be in full control, and they're looking to close it out as nicely as they can. So after a little bit of a treatment, looks like he's okay to continue. And now to start off the 14th, it is Amir Khan Malik who's into the attack. Ali Razak is on strike. Starts off with a shot he's played before and he's gotten a boundary of it as well. But this time it is only a single. We hope the cramps are okay now because he's had to do plenty of running. Momentum is completely with Malaysia. Wickets have fallen at crucial intervals, and now the pressure is really mounting on these two batters. Amir Khan is continuing his third. That is nicely played, straight down the ground, and good effort by the fielder to be able to stop it before reaching the boundary. Even that is a single. Could have been a couple of runs if he was in a better shape, but he's showing signs of fatigue, and the weight of this chase is really starting to tell as well. Length this time. There is a good connection, and that is sweet. Goes a long way into the dugout, and that is a massive six. Quite out of nowhere. Scintillating timing on that occasion, and Ali Razak is definitely someone who has a good pull shot. Waits for that ball to come to him, and in the end deposits it on towards that mid wicket area. Much needed boundary for Ghani Glass there. Oh, another shot. This time goes straight up in the air. Long chase to be done. And eventually the ball wins the race. Khiza is disappointed, but it is Amir Khan who is trying to bowl well, but he's being absolutely taken to the cleaners thanks to some great power hitting from Ali Razak here. This is good counter attack from Ali Razak. He spent that time. Now he's looking to accelerate. Perhaps he realizes his partner, Malik Abdul Rafe, is not at his 100%, so he's taken the responsibility of his shoulder. Another time, this time the blade moves like a full flow. Oh, Sharvin was in with a chance as well. That is good effort, but in the end it goes in vain. What a shot this is. Can't really take your eyes off this kind of shots. The willow absolutely made a full circle. That is something that we often teach the youngsters when it comes to power hitting. That when you are going to go after those straight shots, you have to ensure that the bat eventually completes a circle in the follow through of the shot. And that was done there. Oh, he doesn't stop there. This time all along the carpet on the offside, and he thrashes it for a boundary, turning out to be just the over they were looking for. And that is a gorgeous boundary to finish it off. Just the over that Gunny Glass needed, and plenty of it, 22 to be exact. And now they have also brought the required run rate down with it. It was going to touch around the 14 runs mark. He's dragged it down to 12.33 and himself moved to 33 of just 17 deliveries. Is that the statement? Is the chase still on? Good to see some intent here. They've done the hard work. It is Akil back into the attack. Rocks back, pushes it away towards cover, gets a single and goes off strike. He's really struggling with rhythm here. The quads are perhaps giving up on him. It's never easy to bat with cramps, but showing a lot of spirit here. Ali Razak is willing to respect the good balls. On that occasion, wanted to go after, but in the end decides that that particular delivery deserves some respect. Nicely clipped away on the leg side. Now the single. He needs to be perhaps a little bit worried of his partner's condition. Maybe dealing in boundaries, at least for the next couple of overs, will give them a fighting chance. Make no mistake, they're still in this chase. 13 and over with 6 wickets in hand should be something they should really go after. But they can't leave too many for the later part of this innings. That's why they have to believe in themselves and perhaps just go after it. Use of the feet this time, played straight to the point fielder. Running between the wicket is great, even though the batter is limping. Just managed it eventually in time. Turning out to be a good over to back that one from Amir Khan. Amir Khan really bowls so well today, but suddenly that one over shifted a little bit of momentum. That is nicely bowled. Wanted to turn that into two, but was not really on offer. This over has gone for 5 runs. 15 overs done, 92 for 4. 15 overs gone. Ghani Glass 92 for 4. Starts off Virandeep Singh, rocks back onto the back foot, smashes him down the ground. That is straight as an arrow and gets full value for that intention. Look at that. I think he was quite aware what he's going to attempt at this stage, and the ball really presented itself exactly where he needed it to be. So Malik Abdul Rafe is also on the charge here, and he's not holding back. But this time, it is Virendeep Singh. You can't expect to keep hitting him, and Virendeep not doing anything about it. He eventually has the last laugh, and now even Virendeep Singh is among the wicket. Round arm action and slightly back of a length here. The pace was not there to work with, and the trajectory, like Amir Khan gestures with his hand, went perhaps straight towards him. So he's done the hard work. He scored 39 of 44, really absorbed the pressure. And now, when he was going after it, he is the man who's dismissed. Looked good when he was there. He played some good looking shots as well. But it's just that he was not receiving the support from the other end initially. Of course, Ali Razak has played a good hand, but something from the top order needed to happen for this change to just take a little bit of life. The new man coming out to join Ali Razak is Mohammad Munib. This is exactly the moment which needed some shift in gears, but that wicket that Virendeep Singh has just picked up is definitely going to leave some dent in it, because singles are definitely not going to cut it anymore. They need 13 and a half, and what is required is some calculated aggression perhaps, and maybe they have to start taking intelligent risk at this moment. Someone needs to take in control, and that man should be, at this stage, someone like Ali Razak. Spend that little bit of time, and he has rhythm in his way. Malaysia, on the other hand, can capitalize on that misstep. They have already picked up a wicket here, and from the body language of Virendeep Singh, he's sensing another one. And that is close. That is very close. He's picked up a second. He will be on a hat trick. And look at that aggression from Virendeep Singh. He has the right to celebrate because he was taken apart for a six. And look at this champion comeback. Absolutely no hesitation. Trapped in front. Very brave from Munib at this stage. He just came out to bat and he brings out a reverse sweep against someone like Virendeep Singh. Never going to be easy, especially on this pitch. And that is the reason why he's dismissed. I think Ali Razak will be slightly disappointed that his partner has left him at the other end stranded. But right now, Ubaid is the man who's coming out to bat. He bowled beautifully today, and he's one of the reasons why Malaysia were restricted for 160. They're looking much better than that. Nevertheless, that is a whole different story. Right now, 63 needed from 4.3. They need to get some runs, but right now, Virendeep Singh is on a hat trick. So it's all happening out there. Can he get a hat trick here? Or will Ubaid continue in the same counteracting fashion that his teammates have decided to go? They're six down. Suddenly, this over from Virendeep Singh is changing momentum. After a six, already 2 wickets. What a beautiful ground this is. Just take a moment to appreciate some lovely birds are flying over, and perhaps our spectator. Hat-trick ball is well negotiated in the meantime. Ubaid goes off strike, and he does it by fashion of a single. Two more deliveries remain. He has a go at Ali Razak there. This is what the fall of wickets can do. Ali Razak was batting with a lot of confidence, but right now, since he's lost not one but two partners, he's also not being able to play in the same fashion, and in and out. Virandeep Singh had a chance to pick up his third, and look at his shoulders fall. He's disappointed. Straightforward chance really should have been taken. Malaysia set the stones very high in terms of regard for the fielding, and really this is the second occasion which I've seen that a better effort perhaps could have been expected from the fielder. Nevertheless, an excellent over comes to an end. 8 runs and 2 wickets, which could have been three, comes to an end. Akil to continue. Akil Wahid has bowled 2 overs for 10 runs, and he will be just wanting to feature among the wickets because that's what everyone except Akil has done. Virandeep has picked two, and everyone else has picked one each. Good looking shot, waited for it, played it nicely towards the offside for a single. Wade is on strike again. This is the last 4 overs of this innings. They need 15.65. That's a lot of runs if you don't start capitalizing in at least one of the next 2 overs. Goes for it, and Akil celebrates in style. You miss, I hit. Basic cricket terminology in recent times, especially in T20 cricket. At this stage, he really did not have any options. Can't blame him. He went after it, missed it, and then the timber was dislodged. So Ubaid goes back. Ghani Glass have lost their seventh wicket, and Ali Razak is really running out of partners at the moment. Mohammad Akib Ashgar will be the man who will join him. But right now, one thing that we have to mention about this Malaysia bowling attack is the fact that all of the bowlers eventually that have been used is among the wicket with at least one. Arifullah started the bowling, 2 overs gone for 12 runs and a wicket. Tizar Hayat was phenomenal, 4 overs, 16 runs and 1 wicket. Sharvin, ever so economical, 2 overs, 5 runs, 1 wicket. Virandeep Singh in his last has picked up two, 3 overs gone for 20. Amir Khan Malik will be disappointed with that 22-run over, but other than that, he was bowling very well up until that point. He's gone for 36 runs, and he's got one. And now, the very last in that list is Akil Wahid. He's bowled 2.2, gone for 11 runs, and gotten a wicket already. Looks like the skipper has gotten a niggle. Physio came out to check on him, but he's doing all right. So, umpire perhaps instructing to get on with it. Akil is ready, and Muhammad Akib Asghar is on strike. Left and right hand combination, but they need plenty of runs here. Good looking delivery. Don't know where he's going. Could have been very risky if he took just one or two more steps down. Dangerously living out there. Just came out to bat, and perhaps that he has that early nerve going on for him. Needs to settle in here. partner at the other end is playing so well. Need to give himself that time. Once again, excellent bowling. Akil, surprisingly, that is why I have to say that his first to no ball were quite disappointing to see because he in this series has bowled with such good control that he's leaving some high expectations. And look at that. Looks like all the pigeons in the world are gathering and witnessing our good game of cricket here. We've seen that happen in Great Britain as well, where the pigeon really sometimes come on the ground and maybe create that exciting moment where it seems like they're witnessing the game. With that, Akil Wahid finishes his over. 3 overs gone for 12 runs, so he's improved his stats with this over. 17 overs done, 102 for 7. After a very long time, we're seeing Arifullah. So just when we are taking a moment to look around BAYUEMAS Oval and appreciate the beautiful, pristine sight, it is another bowler who is so impressive for the eyes. He's visually pleasing. He's someone who runs in, generates a lot of pace, and up against the lower order, his pace can be really troubling. Mohammad Akib does well on that occasion. Nicely driven, gets a single, goes off strike straight away, and the right man is now on strike to face Arifullah. He's well set. He's faced 30. He's faced 24 balls for his 37 runs. Required run rate is 20, so it's really starting to go completely out of hand if he doesn't get a good big over from here. What a delivery! Yorked himself, but nothing much he could have done with that one. Wanted to guide it away towards fine leg, but did not get the gap. Ali Razak is looking to pick up a boundary here. Arifullah has perfected his joker so far. Beautifully bowled, but gets a thickish inside edge that goes all the way for a boundary. He is disappointed, but laughs it off. Sometimes you got to feel for the bowlers. Look how far he's gone in his follow through, giving us an impression how fast that delivery was, perhaps. Takes long strides in his bowling, but sometimes an inside edge is all that is required for getting a boundary. Ali Razak moves on to 41 of 26. Can't take anything away from him though. He's batting very well today, and he's definitely been the contender of the best batter from this Ghani Glass cricket team. Smart slower delivery, and he absolutely opened Ali Razak all ends up there. Played that shot almost a couple of days earlier than he should have, and that is why he had missed it completely and the dot ball. Arifullah perhaps would have hoped that he pulled it towards the stump so that if the batter had missed, he could have picked up a wicket. Arifullah has a very good short pitch delivery, which we have not seen today. Oh, that is well timed. There's some covering to be done, but it is, like we mentioned, Malaysia's best covering that area. And to the applaud of the bowler, who absolutely appreciates him, he's done well. Kept it only down to a single. Good effort. Here's Arifullah coming to bowl his last ball of the over. Almost produced a couple of deliveries which could have gone a wicket. So far, six of this over. And here is Arifullah running in for his last. Driven. So that will be a single of the last ball. Akib is going to keep strike. And 18 overs done. 109 for 7. Virandeep Singh starts off this over against Akib. Single straight away. Now Ali Razak is on strike. Is on 42. At the moment, the chase has gone quite out of hand. Mathematically, there's still a chance where there is going to take some chasing. Virandeep Singh in with a chance. This time get his well deserved third. He could have gotten it before, but now he picks up the wicket of Ali Razak. Really a lone warrior. Now he wanted to go for those big shots, but eventually he has to take that long walk back as well. So Virandeep Singh, who did not pick up a wicket, has now gotten three to his name, and he has gotten the big wicket of Ali Razak in the later part of this innings. So wickets are falling consistently for Ghani Glass. At the moment, the score is 110 for 8, and the early breakthroughs, of course, set the tone. Shawad Javed was the first wicket to fall. The skipper was gone, and Gohar Hafiz started with a little bit of resistance, but even he was taken apart. Then some resilience from Malik Abdul Rafe. He fought hard with his 39, and Ali Razak really stood tall with a very good innings. It was blazing when he was playing, but he did not really have support that was required. His innings added some respectability to the total, but Malaysia's bowling has been top notch. Extras were minimal, they were disciplined, and there's been a unit that has worked very well together. Oh, what a shot this is from Ali Hasnan! But he almost picked up the fielder, Haziq, at mid wicket. Virandeep will feel that he could have gotten a fifer himself today, but a couple of drop chances has not allowed that to have been taken. Overall, Malaysia have dominated with their disciplined bowling, thickish edge, and would you believe it? What a day Virandeep is having! Ball is traveling just short of his fielders and desperately giving him a faint look perhaps at that fifer, then eventually not coming his way. He will be slightly disappointed. He perhaps could have easily become two or three more wickets today. Nevertheless, he continues. He's going to be happy with three. He has one more delivery remaining to improve that. Left-hander on strike. Ali Hasnain. Will he take him on? Oh, that is some smart bowling. There's a chance. This is going to be very difficult. And one more time, it falls on no man's land. I wonder what Virandeep Singh will be feeling at this stage. He really had a chance to pick at least three wickets today, in addition to what he has done. But nevertheless, this is a very good effort with the ball today. 4 overs, 26, and he's picked up three. We move on to the last over of the game, and the ball is handed to Arifullah to finish things off. And here is Arifullah up against Ali Hasnan, scored 4 of 3 deliveries. Here's the last over starting. So that is nicely driven. Timing is spectacular, but he does not get the gap. So just a single to get off the mark of the very first ball. Now Akib will be on strike. Quite a domination in terms of the bowling effort today. They have gotten a hold of the game from the very start and did not let go throughout. Interesting choice of shot. It's the last over. No harm in trying a few of those. But Arifullah proving to be just a touch more difficult than what he gives an impression of. That's a dot ball. Arifullah perhaps has a chance to pick up one wicket here if he's attacking the stump, given the fact that Mohammad Akib as well as Ali Hassan are trying to get some runs here. Oh, short pitch delivery. That is going to be difficult for these lower order batters to negotiate. Gets a single eventually. Good effort by the wicketkeeper. That was a wild throw, really. Perhaps fielders are just testing the strength of their shoulder a little bit. 3 more legal deliveries remaining. They'll have to think of how much they can take themselves closer to the target. They're 44 away. Nicely played. That will be a single. That's not going to harm anyone. Arifullah looking to improve his stats here. And Ali Hassan as well as Mohammad Akib looking to make a name for themselves. As long as they finish with a strike rate over 100 odd, they'll be happy, I believe. Just to look at the positives, they have bowled well. It's just that they were not well supported and did not come out together as a bowling unit. Arifullah, would you believe it, has gone for a no ball. Could have picked up a wicket there. And Amir Khan was the fielder who's done well to have taken that catch. In the end, that will be extras. And to make matter worse for him, that will be a free hit as well. So here's Akib with a license to free his arms against Arifullah. Maybe this can be shot. Yes, that was a slower shot delivery. He executes them very nicely here. And today has been a good day for him. Up until this last over, he's bowled well. Bowled right at the start and now at the very end. But I think he could have been having at least a couple more wickets here just to make himself feel a little bit better. So here's the last ball. Arifullah one more time is steaming in. Ali Hasnan on strike and played towards the point area. Chases on and does well. That is great to see that even though this couldn't have made a difference, it's done well. Aslam has stopped it for just a couple of runs. So they won the match by 36 runs in the end, and that's a kind of statement victory for Malaysia today. Ghani Glass have lost 8 wickets, but it's just that how consistent the grip of the game was from Malaysia. That was absolutely exemplary. All the bowlers did well, but in the end, it was Virandeep Singh, 3 wickets for 26 runs, and well supported by Sharvin and Akil with 1 wicket each, that they had full control of the game. Initially, the support was from Khizar Hayat and Arifullah as well, just to mention the others. So every bowler contributed, and off the batting, we have to talk about Ali Razak's 42 of just 29 deliveries. He was a spark of resistance, but Malaysia's discipline, strategy, and their execution really was just a touch too better for Ghani Glass to just negotiate with. So BAYUEMAS Oval witnessed a very good contest of cricket. in terms of domination from Malaysia today. But from here, that is going to be it. I'm Abra Hussain. I'll be taking your leave. There'll be more matches coming up front. So I'll be requesting all of you to join us for the later matches of the series. Thank you very much. That is it from up here at the com box. Stay well and stay with us.